Fine. So today is a revision class. So which is whatever sessions we already completed. So those we can recap. So people newly joined people can understand all the concepts and they can continue from Monday. Okay. Yeah. So our batch started on when was the batch started? Andy? Anyone having idea? On 1st November, right? On 1st November. On 1st November we started our batch, right? Yeah. So first, second, third, so three demos happened. Just a minute, please. Yeah. So this batch, this session is very, very important. So because whoever missed the basic sessions and EC2 service session, right? Yeah, you can easily cope up and you can continue from Monday. So also whoever not joined so far, people are added into WhatsApp group, but not at attend sessions, not at not attended any sessions. Those people also can easily cope up. Okay, yeah, fine. If you have any questions, just hold on for some time. I give you time for asking questions. Okay, yeah. So first, let's go and discuss about few things. After that, I give you time for asking questions. Okay, yeah. So DevOps plus AWS plus Linux, right? Yeah, so this is a master program. This is master program. Yeah. Now today's session is revision class. Revision, right? Yeah. So whatever concepts so far we discussed, those will be revised. Okay. Yeah. So first 3 days on 1st November, we discussed about first concept, DevOps demo, right? Yeah. So in DevOps demo, we discussed about what is DevOps, why DevOps, right? Why the project teams are looking for DevOps tools, right? Why the automation is very popular now, fine. So these are all we covered, right? Yeah. So I explained all these concepts on 1st November. Yeah. So DevOps process and what are the prerequisites, right? So these are all covered. Prerequisite to join DevOps and AWS course. Who can join this course? Course information, instructions to attend this course. What is DevOps? What is automation? Why the project teams are looking for DevOps and cloud platforms? What is role and what are the roles and responsibilities of DevOps engineering? Real-time projects, SDLC process. These are all discussed, right? Yeah. So after that, yeah, so course information also we discussed. Course information, right? So course name DevOps plus AWS plus Linux. So my name is Ram. I'm having 16 plus years of experience in IT. Yeah, I'm handling multiple projects gone by the DevOps practices, DevOps projects, and also I'm working with one MNC company, and so these are the details. So course information, course duration 3 months, right? So it may take another 10 days extra, right? So class frequency Monday to Friday, daily 1 hour class, and sometimes weekends also, Saturday also will be covered. So class duration 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST daily, This is a live class, right? So classroom, online, both will be available at the same time, right? So people are confusing. Classroom timing is different, online timing is different, not like that. So both the classroom, online at a time, right? So for every topic, I'll share the every topic means once we start AWS cloud, EC2 document I share. So once we start storage, I share the storage document. Once we start Linux document will be shared. So like that, topic wise, I'll share the documents. And also backup videos will be provided 1 year access. So already Google Classroom created, one drive created. In that drive, all the recordings, documents uploading, right? So those recordings you can access for 1 year. Fine. So this is course fee we already discussed. Fine. So after that, what is DevOps? What is automation? Why DevOps? Why the project teams are looking for DevOps tools to automate the day-to-day activities, right? So these are all we discussed. Okay. So I share with you all new guys. You can go through this recordings, whatever we completed, right? So DevOps process, when it was started in 2008, it was started, right? So it is a combination of developers and operations team. They work on the developers work on development activities, operation team perform the infrastructure creation. So as a DevOps engineer, what we will do, we are in middle, we'll coordinate with developers and operations team. We don't do any development. DevOps engineer will not do any development. Okay. So what is DevOps engineer role? What is DevOps engineer role? So DevOps engineer automate the activities, he perform the cloud activities, right? So DevOps engineer work on some tickets, right? So these are all our roles. Fine. So as a DevOps engineer, and also deployment process also we discussed. This is the deployment process. So in local Git, developer develop the code. The code will be pushed to GitHub. From here, Jenkins will take the code and convert into an artifact by using Maven and deploy onto application server or web server. That artifact will be, what is artifact? Artifact is nothing but jar file, war file, ER file. So raw code will be converted into artifact by using Maven. So this we will discuss once we start working on DevOps. Once complete the AWS, then we'll jump into DevOps, right? So by the time again we'll go deep, this flow, entire flow, and after that each and every tool will go deep dive, right? Yeah. So now these are the tools. These are the tools we are going to discuss. Yeah, we already started AWS Cloud 2 days back, right? So we are working on AWS Cloud currently, right? So Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform recordings will be provided. So infrastructure recordings will be provided. Yeah. So those videos, yeah, I took the classes for other Azure and Google Cloud batches. Those videos I provide. Okay. So Linux will be started from Monday. Linux will be started on Monday. Okay. Yeah. So these are the tools we are going to learn in DevOps. Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Nexus, Artifactory, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform. These are all very advanced tools. Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform. These four tools are very advanced tools. Apache Tomcat is the web server, and shell scripting will be covered here. Python or shell scripting. Shell scripting is very popular now. Yeah, most of the project teams are using shell scripting. So we are going to discuss about shell scripting in our sessions, right? So in our sessions, 4 live projects will be covered. See here, these are the 4 live projects. Live CI/CD with Git, Jenkins, Maven, Tomcat, live Docker project, live Kubernetes project, live migration project. So data will be migrated to one region to other region. Servers will be migrated from one region to other region. That we can perform, right? So this is our these are the tools we are going to learn, right? So Linux, these are the Linux models we are going to learn. So these are the tools, DevOps tools in our course we are going to learn. So Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Nexus, Tomcat, Sonar code review also, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform. These tools are very popular tools, very advanced tools, very core tools, right? Yeah. So if you learn at least two, if you are good in at least 2 or 3 tools, We are going to learn this many tools, right? But we don't use all the tools in the same projects. Same project, we don't use all the tools. So if you are good in at least two or three tools, you can easily crack your interview. So if you learn all these tools, you can fit with any project, right? So that is why we are going to learn all these tools. So everyone should focus on all the tools, right? So some project teams they are using Git Jenkins. Some project teams they are using Kubernetes only. Some of the project teams they are using Docker. Some of the project teams they are using Terraform. Like that. So as per the requirement. So we don't use all the tools in the same project, right? Yeah. So these tools are very core tools, very advanced tools. Fine. So along with these tools, we are going to learn Grafana. Grafana also, ELK stack also. Grafana, ELK stack. Those are the monitoring tools. Okay. Yeah. So this is our support which we provide. So daily recordings will be provided. Yeah, FAQs will be yeah, frequently asked questions. While yeah, while working on tools or AWS services, what are the questions we get in interview? Those I explained. Supporting documents will be provided. So support one-to-one support means what is this? So while practicing, if you face any issues, you can take the screenshot and post into the group. So if anyone already practiced, they give response in the group. No one is responding. I will respond. Okay. Sample projects also will be provided. So resume support. Once complete our course, I give you sample resumes. You need to prepare your resume and you need to forward to me so that I update your resume. I give it to you. So technical support. If you have any technical questions, technical challenges, right? So definitely you can ask me in the sessions. Fine. Yeah. So all are these. Yeah, these are very important. So everyone. Yeah. So don't hesitate to ask questions. You can ask me while yeah, so class is going. You can hold down for some time. I give you time for asking questions. So by the time you can ask the questions. Okay. So any questions like basic level question, advanced level question, any question you have. But the topic wise you need to ask. People are asking. So yeah, the topic is not completed, not yet completed, but they are asking some questions. Maybe they are Google it and they are asking question. Don't do like that. So others will be confused. I can explain that right away, but others will be confused. Freshers, non-IT guys will be confused. Real time guys, real time guys. If you have any advanced question like advanced, you can ask me. But the topic wise, which topic we are discussing, that you can ask. If you ask advanced latest, yeah. If you ask any Kubernetes topic, for example, Kubernetes is not completed, right? So we have started AWS. If you ask Kubernetes question, people will be confused. Others will be confused. That is why which topic we are discussing. In that topic only you need to ask the question, right? So don't hurry. So definitely all the concepts will go deep dive. Fine. So we are working on EC2. You need to ask the questions in EC2 only. If you go to auto scaling, networking questions, right? So that we will discuss. You need to wait for some time. Fine. Yeah. So these are the concepts we discussed in the DevOps demo, right? So after that, second session, second one, technical questions and answers. Sorry. Technical and general Q&A. We discussed, right? Technical questions and general questions, which I collected from different students, different batches. We discussed. So general questions means my education background is BCom graduate, or my background is civil engineering. My background is mechanical engineering. Can I switch to DevOps? Can I learn DevOps and can I cope up in the project? This type of questions we discussed. Technical questions. How can I practice? How can I create AWS account? How can I work on my tools? How can I work on tools? Can I install all the tools in my laptop? No need to install all the tools in your laptop, right? We create a AWS account. In that account only we perform all the activities. We can integrate all the tools, right? So this type of these questions we discussed already. So I'll share with you recording. Whoever not attended this session, anyone newly joined, you can go through that. Third one is cloud introduction. Introduction to cloud. So what is AWS, right? What is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure? What is cost saving, right? So what are the advantages of cloud? If I go with on premises means local data center. So what is the difference between local servers and cloud servers, right? So what is the difference here? Anyone? Why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure currently? What are the advantages? Anyone? What are the main advantage? Cost saving and also time saving. Cost saving and time saving. That is why every project team, they are migrating their applications to cloud infrastructure. So yeah, in on-premises local data center, if I want to configure any server, if I require any server, so I need to place the order with vendor. After that, they take some time to deliver the server. Once they deliver the server, I can move to data center server room. I can insert into rack. I can connect power, network. After that, finally, I can deploy operating system, patches, applications, and I can move to production, right? That's take more time, right, to move into production. So whereas the cloud environment, cloud servers, whenever we require server, we can create within a minute with all applications, all configurations, everything within a minute, right? So here what will happen? Time will be saved and also costing will be saved. So physical server costing, for example, minimum $5,500 minimum, right? Yeah. So compare with physical environment, cloud servers are one third cost will be saved. One third cost will be saved. For example, cloud server is $100. Sorry, physical server is $100, for example. So when we go with the cloud server, it would be $25 only. One third costing will be saved. So that is why every project team, they're migrating their applications to cloud infrastructure, cloud platforms. So currently cloud is very popular, right? So AWS is the leader in the market. AWS is the leader. So AWS is in first place. 33% of the market share it is occupied, right? So that is why. So in our course we have AWS. So AWS will go deep dive. AWS already started, right? AWS already started. First service we are working on EC2. So Monday onwards, we are going to start Linux. Fine. Yeah. So next one, fourth session, fourth one, servers and networks. Networking basics. So session one is the first session, right? Is the fourth session. Yeah. Same way, second session, second, yeah, basics. Okay. So after this, we discuss one more thing, fourth one, which is SDLC, right? SDLC. SDLC. What is SDLC? Anyone? What is SDLC? Software Development Lifecycle. Software Development Lifecycle, right? So, how developer develop the code in their local? Once development is completed, testing is completed, how they push the code to remote repository. From remote repository, Jenkins will take the code, convert into one artifact, deploy into production. How it will be happen? That we discussed, right? Yeah, the flow is very important, right? Yeah, so once complete these four sessions, after that, servers and networking basic session one, fifth session. So what is server? types of servers, right? And first phase of implementation, second phase of implementation, right? So yeah, server basics we discussed, and what is operating system we discussed, right? Yeah, sixth session is servers and networking basics, session 2. In the sixth session, what we discussed here, networking basics, types of networks, what is network, types of networks, what is firewall, what is gateway, what is load balancer, what is IP address, subnet, yeah, routers, failovers, right? So these are all discussed in sixth session, right? Yeah, after that, seventh session, seventh session is again introduction to AWS cloud. So introduction to AWS cloud. In this, we discussed about regions, so zones, what is cloud, what is data center, how the data centers are built, what is failover, what is availability zone, what is networking, what is VPC. These are all we discussed in the introduction session, introduction to AWS. So after that, eighth one is, yeah, AWS account creation, account creation, AWS account creation. So this is a free tier account, right? AWS free tier account creation. Free tier. Free tier means free, free account. So not yeah, paid account. It is a free account creation. So this is 1 year free. This account is 1 year free, right? So after that, ninth one, AWS services overview. AWS console or services overview, right? Yeah. After that, we started AWS services, which is EC2, EC2, which is a elastic compute cloud. So, which is the first service, which is very very important, right? Elastic compute cloud. In elastic compute cloud, we discussed about, yeah. So 11th session, how to create EC2 Linux server, and 12th session, how to connect Linux server, EC2 Linux server, and key pairs, and key pairs, and key pairs, right? Like yeah, key pair, dot pem key pair, dot pem, and also ppk. So two types of key pairs we discussed, dot pem and ppk, right? So after that, next session, 13th session, how to create Windows server and connect Windows server, and connect Windows server, and also, and create user in Windows server, right? So these are the yeah, discussed. After that, 14th session, we discussed about security groups. Security groups. What is security group? How can we create security group, right? So what is alt TCP? What is 22 port? What is 3389 port, SSH port, and RDP port? How can we create customized security groups, right? So these we discussed. Fine. These are the concepts we covered so far. So up to 10th, up to ninth concept, up to ninth, these are all theoretical concepts. Up to here, these are all theoretical concepts, right? Yeah, so from 10th session onwards, so how to create Elastic Compute Cloud, how to create EC2 Linux instance, right? Yeah, these are all practical sessions. These are all very simple, very easy way we can work on this, right? So these are all very basics also, very basics, not advanced concepts. These are all very basics, right? Yeah, so today I'll recap this, how to create EC2 instance, how can we connect EC2 Linux instance, how can we create Windows EC2 instance, how can we connect Windows instance, and IP addresses, security groups. So we'll discuss today. So these concepts I recap today. Okay. So recently whoever joined, so they can understand easily and they can continue from Monday onwards. Okay. So this 10th to 14th, these five concepts we can discuss today. Okay. Because these are all theoretical concepts up to here. These are all theoretical concepts. Yeah. So you can go through the video, you will easily understand. Right. So these are also fine. These are all very easier, simple concepts. So we can, yeah, again we can perform this today from 10th to 14th. Clear, right, everyone? So practically we'll see that. So before going to this, anyone having any questions? So the batch already formed. So 53 members are available in the group, DevOps group, and also 5 members available in the AWS group. So we combined both the batches here. So we combined both the batches, DevOps, and AWS. So yeah, people whoever opted DevOps plus AWS plus Linux, 53 members are available in the batch, in the group, WhatsApp group. Only AWS opted people, 5 members are opted. Okay. Yeah. So once AWS is completed, okay, so they will not attend the sessions, right? So DevOps plus AWS plus Linux. So whoever opted this, they will continue till end of the course. Fine. Yeah. So total in our batch 53 plus 5, 58 members are there. Okay. Yeah. Now, so how to create EC2 instance? Before that, how can we create AWS account? Already we discussed. Okay. I shared one document also for this. How to create AWS account. So anyone newly joined today, whoever not attended all the sessions, anyone newly joined today, can you ping your WhatsApp number here? New guys, anyone newly joined today only, or else anyone newly joined few sessions before. Can you ping your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat so that we'll provide you all the previous recordings. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Just to provide your WhatsApp number, email address in the GoToMeeting chat. So my mobile number already given 96422. My mobile number is 96422111711. This is my mobile number. You can take down. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Yeah, I give you solution if you have any questions, if you have any confusions, if you have any doubts. Okay, you can reach out to me. Yeah, so you can take down my number, you can ping me after this session, you can discuss if you have any questions. Okay, yeah, now let us go back to AWS console. So creating account is very simple, very easier, right? So you can go to aws.amazon.com. Yeah, you can follow the steps, next. You can give the details and follow the steps. End of the yeah, end of the account creation, it will ask you to provide the bank details, either credit card or debit card. Once you provide that, account will be activated. So yeah, RuPay cards will not be accepted. Yeah, only Master Visa cards you can add into the account, so that account will be success. So if the account is not success, like if you provide credit card only, account will be activated. Otherwise, the account will not be activated. Right? Yeah. Now let us go back to AWS console. Go to AWS console. So in AWS console, this is my AWS console, right? If you want to open this console, go to browser aws.amazon.com. Yeah, click on sign into the console. Give your username, password. I already saved my credentials. That is why I'm able to log in directly. Once you give your username password, I just sign out here. New guys, whoever joined new guys, just yeah, you can see here how to log in. Once you create your account, so root user you can select and you can give the email address here which you registered already. Enter, yeah, password you can enter here. Click on sign in. Once you sign in, this is the dashboard, right? Yeah, so these are the services available. These are all services available. So compute services, networking services, right? Storage services, all the services are available here. Yeah. After that, here, these are the regions. These are all the regions. US regions, Asia Pacific regions, Europe regions, right? Yeah, these are all regions. This is my login ID, right? Yeah. Now, if you want to create one EC2 instance, go to services, click on compute, click on EC2. What is EC2? It's a Elastic Compute Cloud, right? Elastic Compute Cloud is a virtual server. Elastic Compute Cloud is a virtual server, right? Yeah, which is a scalable server, on-demand server. Scalable instance. So server we can call it as instance, EC2 instance, right? It is a scalable and on-demand. Scalable means we can scale up how much size you required, how much resource required, right? As per your requirement, project requirement, you can scale up by single click. And also on demand. What is on demand? On demand is nothing but instantly, immediately, whenever you require resources, we can increase, right? Yeah. So click on EC2 dashboard, click on here instances. See here, these are all instances available. These are all instances available. So this is my Kubernetes server, Docker server, Jenkins server. So this server is in running state. This servers are in stop state. Stop states means it is a shutdown state, right? Now I want to stop this server, Jenkins server. I want to stop. Select Jenkins server. Yeah, stop instance. Now it is stopping. If you want to start, select your server, go to instance state, start instance, like this, right? Now I want to launch one instance. I want to launch one Linux instance. How can I launch? Click on launch instance. Yeah. So once, yeah, before launching your instance, check the region. These are all regions, right? What is region? Region is a data center. Region is a data center. So across the globe, AWS is having all these data centers, all these server rooms. Data center is a server room, right? Where we host all the servers, right? So why we require data center? Why we require servers? To project teams, developers, they always work on the servers. Developers develop the code in servers only, right? So not in their local systems. So once the development is completed, they push the code to, yeah. So normally they connect directly servers, they work on the servers, right? They modify the code, they push the code, they pull the code number of times, right? So servers are having high computing power. That is why every project team they're using servers. They don't prepare any coding in their local systems. So if they prepare coding in local systems, if the local laptop is a crash, what will happen? Data will be gone, right? So that is why server is having more computing power. So multiple RAM modules will be available, multiple processors will be available, multiple storages will be available. In case one storage is crash, nothing will be happen. One memory module is crash, nothing will be happen, right? So that is why every project team they are using servers. Fine. Now I want to create one server. I select the default data center region, US East Ohio. Yeah, I can give the name, server name, app server. Go down here. So Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, SUSE, these are all flavors available. These are all images which provided by AWS, right? See here, my AMIs, recents, quick start, right? So in quick start, these are all flavors available. My AMIs means my customized AMIs, whatever images I prepared. Here I can see recents. Recents means recently created images, right? So you can select quick start. In the quick start, so Amazon Linux is there, Mac OS, these are all flavors. Now if you go to browse more AMIs, see here, these are all AMIs available. AMI means Amazon Machine Image. If you want to create server, we require one image, right? For example, if you want to install Windows on your laptop, we required image, right? Some image required, right? Same way, cloud side also, they are giving some images to create the servers, right? Now, these are all free tier. See here, these are all free tier eligible. This is like Amazon Linux 2023 AMI, Amazon Linux 2 AMI, Mac OS. See here, these two are free tier eligible, free tier eligible, right? So free images, whatever free tier eligible images are there, those we can use. So whatever free tier, whatever images are not having free tier, if you use that, some charges will be applied, right? Yeah. So these two servers are free tier eligible. If you go down here, these are all images. See here, whatever image you required as per the project team requirement, you can select that and you can create that, right? Now I want to create Amazon Linux, yeah, server by using this AMI. So if you want to create this server, this is free tier eligible, and click on select here. Once you select this, see here, image is selected here. Now instance type T2 micro, key pair. So what is key pair? In cloud servers, we required username password, along with that one key also required to connect our servers. We required one key pair also, key. Without key servers, yeah, we cannot connect servers, right? So without key pair, servers will not be accessible, right? That is why one key pair required here. So key, so I want to create one new key pair. If you want to use existing key pairs, see here, these are all the existing key pairs, different batch key pairs here, different key pairs. So I want to create new key pair. Click on create new key pair name. Yeah, I want to give DevOps batch 80 key something. Okay, or else like this. Okay. Yeah, so here key pair type RSA and some encrypted private and public key. So always we need to select the RSA only. This is not required encrypted private key. So encryption not required here. Encryption means, yeah, when you select this, it will show you encrypted format. We don't require like that. You can use the RSA only. So here two formats are there: .pem, .ppk. So .pem is nothing but it is a normal PEM format, normal notepad format. PPK means putty private key format. Okay, so we can select this PEM. Okay, so click on create key pair. Now one key pair is downloading. See here, this is the key. See here, this is the key we downloaded. So this key, no one can hack. This much of key, no one can hack, right? So by using this key, we can connect our servers. Okay, yeah. So now go down here, network settings, security group required here. So here security group, what is security group? It is a virtual firewall. What is firewall? Firewall is nothing but it is a network security system. It will allow inbound, outbound traffic, right? So it will restrict the bad traffic, it will allow the good traffic, right? So security group, I want to create new group here, for which click on edit. See here, this is the VPC network settings. This is a default network. Subnet. Subnet is nothing but sub network, small network. So this networking part will be covered in the networking sessions. While working on VPC, we'll go deep dive. Okay. Yeah. Auto assign public IP by default enabled here. Now, yeah, firewall. New, yeah, create a security group or else select existing security group. If you select existing one, you can see all the existing security groups. Okay, now what I'll do, I can create a new group here. Yeah, group name, security group name, I want to give DevOps batch 80 test sg. Okay, yeah. So description also I want to give same. Copy this, paste here. Yeah. Next one is see here. We are creating Linux server, right? So SSH authentication required, secure shell authentication. So this port should be open and source type anywhere. So from any network you can connect our servers. Okay. Yeah. Next one, go down here. Yeah. Storage. We require storage, right? So when we create server, the server requires storage, right? So by default, they're giving 8 GB storage. Click on advanced here. See here, expand this volume. So we are using EBS volume, elastic block store, storage type EBS, device name /dev /xvda means so our volume name /dev /xvda. By default, one snapshot is creating here. Snapshot is nothing but one replica, one copy, right? And also size 8 GB. If you want to increase to 100 GB or 80 GB, you can increase like this. Okay, yeah. Next one, volume type GP2, general purpose 2. See here, different volumes are available, different configurations. If you want to select latest one, you can select here. Okay. Next one, IOPS, which is 100 by 3000. This is the speed of your volume. Delete and termination. What is this? If you give yes here, what will happen? When you delete your server, along with the server, volume also will be deleted, right? So normally, as per the project team requirement, we can create a server, we can hand over to project team. Once the project is completed, they ask us to terminate the server. So when they ask us to terminate the server, we can terminate the server. At the same time, we need to protect the storage because project data will be available in the storage only, right? So that data we need to protect and we need to provide when they require. Okay, that is why. So always in real-time projects, we need to change to no. When you change to no, what will happen? When you terminate your server, server will be terminated, volume will be available, the data will be available, right? Yeah. So here for now we can select yes only. Encrypted, yeah. So not encrypted. If you want to select encrypt, you can select encrypt here. So that what will happen? The data which we stored in the volume that will be encrypted. Encrypted means the data will be the format will be changed. No one can read that when we change to the encrypted format, right? Yeah. Next one server. You can select one only. So here this is the Amazon Linux to AMI and T2 micro, new security group and a volume. So this advanced settings not much important. So yeah, we'll see later also. So we already discussed in the regular batch. We already discussed. Here we have tenancy, stop, shutdown behavior, tenancy. Tenancy is nothing but what is tenancy? Anyone? We discussed already. Yeah. So any project team required tenancy, we can select dedicated. Here three options are there, right? Shared, dedicated host. Shared means the servers will be created in the shared area. Dedicated means dedicated space. So we'll get dedicated space. Okay. Dedicated host means yeah. So some hosts are available in the data center. In that dedicated host, we can create our resource. Fine. Three options are there here. Most of the project teams they use the shared only. So few banking domains, insurance domains, they select the dedicated here. So machine learning projects they are using dedicated host. Okay. So as per the project team requirement, we can select. But here the problem is shared is free of cost. Dedicated host is not free of cost. Additional charges will be applied. Okay. Yeah. For now we can select. Yeah. Normal select. Yeah. Don't select anything. You can keep as is. Now click on launch instance. Once you click on launch instance, see here, Linux instance is creating. So the steps you understand, right, everyone? New guys. Now the server is being ready. Yeah, refresh here. Yeah, now the server is in running state. Okay. So now how can we connect this server? As a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, what we will do whenever the project team required any servers or resources, we need to provide them. We need to create servers or storages, network, and we need to provide to the project. So this is, yeah, creating servers, handling servers. These are all very simple, very easier in AWS. So the activities are very easier. Okay. Yeah. So now the server is in running state. Now how to connect this server? How to connect this server? Okay. That is most important. So we downloaded one key pair, right? We downloaded one key pair, right? This is the PEM format. This is PEM file. PEM file. PEM file, it will not, putty will not allow. So normally if you want to connect your server by using PEM file, putty will not allow to connect using the PEM file. Yeah. So this server I want to connect first. Okay. How can we connect? Let's try to understand. Yeah. So if you want to connect this server, we require one interface, which is putty. Putty is the interface. So if you want to connect Windows server, we required RDP, remote desktop, right? Yeah. So how can I connect using putty? Okay. So before connecting the server, how to download putty, how to install putty, we'll try to understand. After that, so whatever key pair we downloaded here, PEM file, this I want to convert into PPK because putty will not understand this format, right? Yeah. Now first we'll download the putty. Download putty for Windows. Click on this first URL, putty.org, official URL. Click on this. Click on download putty. Yeah. So here 64-bit x86, 64-bit ARM, 32-bit x86. Three types of formats are there. Three types of MSI files are there. So as per your operating system version, you can download this. Okay. Yeah, 64-bit x86 is the most popular one. Most of the systems we are using 64-bit only, right? So this ARM, don't download this, right? So 32-bit also we can download if you have 32-bit operating system. How can we check the operating system? Go to this PC, right click on this PC, go to properties here. This is my system, yeah, system type, 64-bit operating system. Currently, most of the operating systems, latest operating systems like Windows 10, Windows 11, so is having 64-bit only. If you have 32-bit, you can download the 32-bit version. So now I want to download 64-bit, first one. Click on this. Now it is downloading. Put is downloading. See here, put is downloaded. Once it is downloaded, double click on this. Yeah, click on next, click on install. Once install, putty will be installed. After that, it will ask you to finish this. Once you finish this, putty will be available. Yeah, I close this because I already installed in my laptop. That is why I'm closing this. Okay. Yeah, once you install this, yeah, once you install this, yeah, this putty is available, right? Yeah. So once putty is installed, along with the putty, one more tool is installed, which is putty gen. See here, putty is available, putty gen also available, right? So why we require putty gen? Whatever key pair we downloaded, this is the PEM file. So if you go to downloads, yeah. So check the date, current date. See here, this is the PEM file. So this is a PEM format, right? See here, PEM file. So this PEM file will not understand by putty to connect our server. That is why we need to convert into PPK format. How can we convert into PPK? So by using puttigen. So search here puttigen. Yeah. Click on load. Click on load. Now go to downloads. Select all files. All files. Yeah. Here, whatever file we downloaded today, right? That is available here. You can see here. So the file name you can search here, which is a DevOps batch 80, right? Just a minute. Go to downloads. See here. So this is the file. This we need to select here. This we need to select here. Okay. Click on select this. Open. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I'll show you one more time. I'll show you one more time. So this file I want to convert into PPK format, right? This is the PEM format, right? So for which open puttigen you can open. Click on load and you can search here. You can search here this file. You can search this file, PEM file. So you can search here all. You can select all TCP first. You can search here DevOps batch 80 test. Select this file. Click on open. OK. Save private key. Click on save private key. Yes. Where you want to save? On my desktop, I want to save this. The name I want to give same. DevOps batch 80 hyphen test. Test I can give. Test PPK, for example. Okay. Click on save. Once I save this file will be saved in my desktop with the PPK format. See here. See here. So PPK format it is saved. PPK format. So by using this key pair, I can connect my server. How can we connect server? How can we connect server? I'll show you. So clear, right, everyone? Clear, right, everyone? Everyone understanding, right, everyone? Yeah. So AMI is it is not ISO. Amazon Mission Image. It's kind of ISO only. It's kind of ISO. ISO is yeah. So normally physical environments we use the ISO. Here we can call it as AMI. It's a ISO. It's a full blowing operating system package. Someone asking this question. Yeah. Now how can we connect our server? How can we connect our server? Okay. So if you want to connect this server, we require public IP, right? So public IP and also key pair required. Through putty we can connect our server. So this is the public IP. To connect server, we use the public IP. Once you log into the server, private IP will be available. Once we log into the server, private IP will be available. Okay. Yeah. So how can we connect the server? Copy public IP. Click on this icon. This IP is copied. Open putty. Paste your IP address. Yeah. 22 port is already open. Expand SSH. Expand authentication. Click on credentials. Click on browse. Select your key pair here. Go to desktop. Select your key pair, which is the test PPK, right? This we can select. I'll show you one more time. Yeah. So if you want to connect the server, copy public IP. Copy public IP. So open putty here. Yeah. Paste your IP address. Expand SSH. Expand authentication. Auth. Click on credentials. Click on browse. Now we can select your key pair. Select desktop, go down here. This is our key pair, PPK. Select this, click on open. Click on accept. Once you accept this, see here, now it is asking you to give the username. So we created an Amazon Linux server, right? For Amazon Linux, username is EC2-user. For Ubuntu, username is Ubuntu only. For CentOS, username is CentOS. For RHCL, username is EC2-user. This we need to keep in our mind. So Amazon Linux default user is EC2-user. No password. By default, user will be provided. Right? Ubuntu server username is Ubuntu only. CentOS username is CentOS only. RHCL user is EC2-user. Windows username is administrator. Okay. Enter this. Now we are able to log in our server. Now if you want to increase the font size, yeah, right click here, change settings, appearance, change, bold, 14 or 16 you can give, okay, apply. So if you want to change the foreground color or background color, you can change. Right click here, change settings, color, yeah, background color if you want to change, go to default background, modify, which background you want to use, you can use. Blue color or any other color if you want to modify, you can modify like this, like this letters colors also, this color also you can change. If you want to change, you can change. Fine. Yeah, this is the way we can create server. We can create we can generate key pair, we can convert into ppk, we can connect our server using ppk. So while creating server, we directly download the ppk also. One option is there, right? So we can download the directly ppk also. By using the ppk also, we can connect our server. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions up to here, anyone? Anyone having any questions up to here? Before going to Windows Server. Anyone having any questions? Yeah. I want to terminate the server. Select the server. Go to instance state. Terminate. Next one, public IP, private IP. Public IP is a dynamic IP. Private IP is a static IP. So public IP always change, right? Public IP always change because backend there is a DHCP server in data center, AWS data center. There is a DHCP server. So DHCP server will take back the IP whenever we stop the server. Whenever we start the server, DHCP server will give the new IP. So DHCP full form is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, right? See here, whenever I stop the server, I terminate the server, IP gone. For example, if you go with other server, see here, so there is no IP here. Public IP is not there. Private IP is there because yeah, the server is in stop state, right? Once I stop the server in data center, there is a DHCP server that will take back that old IP. Whenever I start the server, that DHCP server will give the new IP address. Yeah. So if you want to assign permanent IP in place of public IP, we require one more IP, which is elastic IP. So how to generate elastic IP? How to assign elastic IP to the server? We discussed already, right? Yeah. So that you can go through the recording. I provide you recording session. Okay. Now let us go back to Windows. How can we create Windows Server? How can we connect Windows Server? Let's try to understand quickly. Okay, it's already 9:08, right? So within 15 minutes we can complete. 15-20 minutes maximum. By 9:30 we can wind up. Okay, yeah. So click on Launch Instance. Now I want to create Windows Server. Win Server. Okay, yeah. So here I can select Windows. Yeah, these are the free tier eligible. See here. So 2022 base and core, 2019 base, 2016 base, 2019 core base. These are all free tier. See here, these are all not free tier. Whatever free tier servers are there, those we can create here. Otherwise, charges will be applied. Okay. Yeah. So now I can take this 2016 base only. Select this, select this, go down here, instance type T2 micro only, key pair. I can use any existing key pair or else I can create new key pair. Now create new key pair, win key, win key, click on create key pair. Network settings. Yeah, edit here. Yeah, if you want to use the existing security group, you can use or else you can create new group. So I want to create a win SG, win SG 123 something. Okay. Same name I want to give in the description also. Yeah. See here, this is the RDP protocol, right? This is the RDP. So Linux server is having SSH authentication. Here we have RDP. So RDP port number is 3389, right? So Linux port number is 22 only. Source anywhere 0.0.0.0/0 means from any network we can connect. Okay. Now click on, yeah, one server only. See here, 2016 base, yeah, 30 GB storage they are giving. If you go down here, see here, 30 GB storage they are giving. So for Windows Server required 30 GB only, 30 GB required minimum. So because 18 GB or 19 GB occupied by operating system, right? Yeah, click on launch instance. Now Windows Server is launching. Yeah, now the server is being ready. Yeah, so now the server is in running state. Now how can we connect this server? So server is launched, Windows Server, but how can we connect this server? So select your server, click on connect, select RDP client here. Session manager, serial console. These two are for Linux. Okay. This middle one you can select RDP client. Click on this. Now this server is having username already given, which is administrator. Username is administrator, but password is not there here. We need to get the password. How can we get the password? Select RDP client, click on get password. So first time it will ask you to wait for 4 minutes. So at least we need to wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that the password will be, yeah, it will ask you to generate the, yeah, it will give you some option. So which is, it will ask you to select the key pair. So by using the key pair, we can decrypt the password. So wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that it will give you some prompt. In that we need to select the key pair. So by using that key pair, we can decrypt the password. Yeah, so now I can check it out once again. Select the server, click on connect, RDP client, go down and click on get password. See here, now it is showing key pair win key, right? This key we need to upload here. This win key PEM format only can upload. If you upload PPK, it will not be allowed. You can try that. PPK file, it will not be allowed. That is why PEM file required here. So that PEM we need to upload here. Upload private key file. Click on this. You can upload private key file. So which is win key. See here, this win key we can upload here. Open this. See here, this is uploaded. So once you upload, click on decrypt password. Once you click on decrypt password, see here, this is the password which we generated by using the key pair, right? So just copy username, password, and you can save somewhere. This is the username, and this is the password. So by using this username password, we can connect our server using RDP, remote desktop. So how can we connect? Go back to instance. Go back to instance. Select your instance. Copy public IP. Open RDP here. RDP remote desktop connection. Click on this. Paste here IP address which we copied. Paste here. Click on connect. Yeah. So here default user it is showing, right? Now we need to go to the more choice, use a different account, click on this, give the username, which is administrator, right? Just copy this and paste here, username, and password also you can copy this, paste here. Okay, click on yes. Now we are able to connect. Just wait for a few seconds. This will be opened completely. So after that, we can check the configuration. After that, we can create one user in the server. So how can we switch to user? We'll see that. Yeah, click on yes. Yeah, now it is opening. Wait for a few seconds. This will be completely open. Yeah. See here. So this is our server configuration. Host name, instance ID, public IP version 4, is IP, public IP, private IP, and instance size T2 micro, availability zone US East 2C, and architecture AMD processor we are using in cloud server. 64-bit, and total memory 1024 means 1024 MB means 1 GB, right? Network performance low to moderate. So this is the configuration of our cloud server. I connected my cloud server from my laptop, right? So currently I'm in AWS Windows server. Okay. So once you log in server, open this file explorer. Open this file explorer and check the C drive size, how much occupied. See here. So C drive occupied nearly 20 GB, nearly 20 GB occupied, right? So remaining space is, yeah, this is the remaining space which is showing here, 9.88 GB. right? Yeah. Now, so in the server, how can we create user? So when we get requirement in projects, so we require Windows server. So how can we create server, right? So we can create the server. We can yeah, connect the server, and we can add one user into the server, and we can share the user credentials to project, so that they can log in and they can start the development. Now, how can we create user inside of this server? Okay, yeah. So right click here on this PC, click on manage. So server manager will be opened. Server manager will be opened. So in that, we need to go to the computer management. Yeah. Now, so go to tools, click on computer management, open this. Yeah. So now computer management is open here. So here, these are the local users and groups. Click on users. See here, these are the users, administrator and guest account, guest, right? Now I want to create one new user. I want to create a user here, for which right click on this users, click on new user, give the username, DevOps user one, full name, same name I want to give, and description I can give DevOps engineer, right? So password we need to give the combination of small letters, cap letters, special character, and number. Strong password we need to provide here. We need to give. Otherwise, it will not be allowed. Okay. So I can give strong password with the combination of special characters, small letters, and cap letters number. Right. So here one checkbox is there right here. User must change password at next log on. What does it mean? So in real-time projects, when we create any default, when we create account, when I give the default user, so next time when user login, it will ask you to, it will ask to change the password. When you check this checkbox, so for now we can uncheck this. You can uncheck this. Click on create. Once you create, user is created here. Close this. See here, DevOps user one is created here, right? So we created user, but we haven't provided permissions to the user. We need to provide permissions to the user because the user required some permissions to log in, right? That is why what we will do, this user we can add into some of the groups here. See here, in this groups we have different groups are there. Different groups are there. Backup operators, access controller, assistant, right? Yeah, and also administrators, and also different groups are there, right? So we can add into any group, but so few groups will not have any proper permissions. That is why we can add that user into administrator group better. So when we add into administrator group, what will happen, whatever privileges are available with the administrator, those will be reflect to the user, right? Yeah, now click on administrators, open this administrators, click on add here, search here user. Once it is open, search here DevOps user one, check names. See here, this is the name. Click on OK, apply, OK. Once you apply, click on apply and OK. What happened here? So the DevOps user one added to the administrator group, so that DevOps user one is having full permissions on, yeah, as per the administrator group. whatever permissions are available with the administrator group, that provided to the user, DevOps user one, because we added into the respective group, right? Yeah. Now I want to sign out here. I want to sign in as a DevOps user one. So in yesterday's class, someone asked me a question. I created one file here. I created one file in the desktop. I created one file in the desktop or folder or file, test folder. So this is my admin account, right? Administrator account. So when I log in using DevOps user one, this file will not be visible because profile will be changed. Profile will be changed. If you save in the D drive or C drive, you can see that this folder. If you create in the C drive or D drive, so just copy this test folder, or else I can give the name, proper name, test folder, 80 batch, something for easy understanding. This folder is available here, and copy this and save into C drive also. C drive also you can save this. So desktop folder you cannot see, but in C drive you can see. Just here. Yeah. So this folder is available in desktop and as well as C drive. Okay. Now what we'll do, sign out here. Sign out. Now log in as a DevOps user one. Copy public IP. Open RDP here. Paste your IP. Connect. More choice. Use different account. Yeah. DevOps user one. Here you can give password. Click on OK. Click on S. See here. This is the user profile, right? User profile service. Please wait for the user profile service. Profile will be changed. Yeah. See here, there is no folder here, right? There is no folder because profile has been changed. Now, if you go to C drive, what is this? Folder is available, right? Yeah. So in the desktop, the profile will not be available. So if you go to the C drive, you can see the folder. So if you want to check the desktop folder, administrator desktop folder, what we can do? Go to users, go to administrator, click on continue, go to desktop. What is this? What is this? On administrator desktop, there is a folder. I think Vijay asked this question. Vijay asked this question in the last session. So I created one folder which is not available in other user desktop. What we can do, right? So we need to go to the user profile so that you can understand. We'll get the details. You understand, right? Yeah, fine. Someone asking some question here. If we want to provide password protection for Putty login, yeah, we can provide. I'll show you while working on Linux. I'll show you while working on Linux. Monday onwards, Linux will be started, right? So by the time I'll show you. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Now I'm able to log in using the DevOps user one, right? So it is working fine. So now we can share the logins with project. They can log in using this their credentials. They customize their password and they start working on the server. They develop the application. They start the development, right? So once the development is completed, once project is completed, they ask us to terminate the server. So as a cloud engineer, as a DevOps engineer, what we will do, we can manage infrastructure, we can create the infrastructure. This is our role. Clear, right, everyone? Up to here, any questions, anyone? Up to here, any questions, anyone? Yeah. Next one more concept we discussed, right? So which is a security group. Security group, right? What is security group? So this server is having one security group, right? One more concept, last concept we discussed, which is security groups, right? Security groups. So what is security group? It is a virtual firewall. Virtual firewall, right? Just a minute, please. Yeah. Now, security group is a virtual firewall. Security group is a virtual firewall. Select your server, click on security, go down here. See here, this is the security group, right? So port number 3389 is opened here. Now, in this server, I want to install Tomcat, for example. In this Windows server, I want to install Tomcat. Tomcat required 8080 should be opened. So if you require 8080 port should be opened here, what we will do? Go to security group here, click on this, click on this. Now click on this security group ID. So here already inbound rules, in inbound rules, click on edit this. Already one port is open, RDP port, right? Which is 3389. Now I want to add one more rule here, which is custom TCP. Custom TCP I can add here. Here I can give the 8080 port. So I can select here anywhere, click on save. Once I click on save, what will happen? So 8080 port is open. In this server, I can install Tomcat and I can access. In the last session we discussed, right? So and also if you want to create one, yeah. Now if you go back to EC2 and select your server security, here we have two ports are there, right? Now if you want to create custom security group, if you want to attach to the server, how can we attach? Go back to network and security group, go to network and security, click on security groups, click on security groups, create security group name I can give here. Yeah, so all TCP I can give here. Yeah, once I give all TCP, description also I can give here. Description I can give same, and VPC default one I can select here. So by default all traffic is open in the outbound rules. Now I want to add inbound rules here. So if you want to add inbound rules, click on add inbound rules. So here you can select all TCP. All TCP means what will happen here? 0 to 65535, all the ports will be open. Instead of opening one port like RDP port, SSH port, and also 8080 port, instead of opening one port, what we will do? We can give Alt TCP, and you can select anywhere here. Give the tag name here, name. Give the Alt TCP, Alt TCP 80th batch. Alt TCP 80 I am giving. Alt TCP 80. Here also I want to give Alt TCP 80. Here also I want to give Alt TCP 80 for easy understanding. Okay. So now click on create security group. So when I create this Alt TCP group, what will happen? All the ports will be open. Alt TCP means all ports 0 to 65535. This security group, if you want to attach to the server, what we can do? Go to instances, go to actions, click on security, select your server. Select your server. Just a minute. Getting a bit slow. Refresh here. Now select your server. Go to actions, security, change security group. Click on this. Now go down here. Yeah, search here. Select here. Now RTCP 80 we created, right? This one. RTCP 80, right? RTCP 80. So yeah, this one. Select this. Click on add security group. See here? This is the RTCP 80. So along with this WinSG 1 to 3, this one also we can add here. Or else once you add this, you can remove first one. You can keep as is. Click on save. Now security group is changed here, so that in this server you can deploy any tools, because all ports open, right? You can deploy any tools, all the tools will work here properly. Clear, right, everyone? So these concepts we discussed, right? These concepts we discussed. So anyone newly joined, you can cope up easily. You can attend from Monday. Yeah. So these videos, you will get all these videos. Uh, Also, already the existing people also. Yeah. So you got some more better idea, right? Today, this session is very helpful to you, right? This session is helpful to you already. Existing students who are already added to group. This session is helpful to you, everyone. Yeah. So these are all very basics, very important concepts which we discussed so far. Fine. Yeah. So from Monday onwards, we are going to start Linux. Yeah, Linux 3 to 4 sessions will be there. So whatever commands we required as a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, whatever commands we required, and whatever services required in a Linux, whatever user management, whatever file permissions, those will be covered. So we are not Linux admins. We are DevOps engineers, cloud engineers, right? So that is why we don't require full Linux, right? So Linux admins required full Linux. Whatever services required for DevOps and cloud engineer, those will be covered. Monday to maybe maximum Thursday, we can work on Linux. After that, we'll come back to again AWS services. Okay. Yeah. So this recording, you will get this recording after some time. Okay. Just go through the recording if you want to go through again, and you can practice whatever we completed so far. Monday onwards, we are going to work on Linux. After that, we'll move to advanced services in AWS. Fine. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can post into the group so that I give you solutions. Right. Yeah. Anyone newly joined, so you can ping me. I provide you all the details and previous recordings. You can go through that and you can cope up easily. You can attend from Monday. Fine. Yeah. We can wind up here. Thank you all.